Well, that's a funny looking visitor parking area. I had to put my machine up here. I figured it'd be funny to park next to the visitor parking and it points right to my machine. But we're back at Fox 4 with the really cool huge tower. Like, you can't even fathom how big that is. I wish I could get next to this thing, but obviously it's in a fence. But I mean, I don't know, does that give you size comparison to that pin? I don't know, it's pretty cool. If you build stuff, that's pretty cool. These cables are enormous. I don't know what those are. I guess to dampen vibration or something, probably from the wind. But anyways, you can see in here, Brian got all this stuff placed last week. He had problems with his truck. We were supposed to tear this out Monday. We didn't get it tore out Monday. But he's got rebar stage for this. I'm glad he didn't go all the way up to that. That's nice. And then I've got a little bit of room there to get in between. That's nice. But all the concrete looks really good. He always does a really good job. He's been doing it for years. So if he can't do it now, then he won't figure it out. That looks neat. I like how that little angle there almost matches that angle. And I mean, that curve there, I would have put that curve here. Just, I don't know, I'm OCD. So self-diagnosed, but I'd say I probably got OCD. But anyways, that's what we're doing today. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to move my truck. I think we're gonna have to load dump trucks there, so I'll have to try to wedge it in over here, maybe far enough back we can still use that gate. I can back in, I don't know. I'll figure it out when Brian gets here. I beat him here today. I wanted to beat traffic. Plus I want to make sure that I was here on time. So I'm usually early anyways, but I think we're taking at least this out and that out. That stuff looks pretty good. I don't know if we're replacing that or not. We got a sunken piece there, a sunken piece there. That's broke. I don't know what we're doing today. I think we're taking the rest of that out up there, replacing it so it's all brand new. But anyways, we'll get the rundown when Brian gets here, and that's what we're doing today. So if you want to see us tearing out more concrete on the other side of Fox 4, hang out. We'll see you. Alright. Is he getting out? Yes. Hang on a second. Alright. You want to watch that new concrete? You want to keep me off the new concrete? Romero's back here making all kinds of noise. I mean, I might have more space than what it looks like here, but it doesn't look like I have a lot of space to drill in and pull this slab up. Come on, baby. Pull it up. And I probably can't let this fall. Very possibly get that brand new concrete. That would have broke a little better. Now I have a dump truck right behind me. Nothing like just putting me in a hole. Like, here you go, do it. On the other slab. Smaller than that. Well, that was my other camera. I don't think it's going to break up smaller than that, not with what I got to work with here. Okay. I told myself that I wasn't going to let it be that kind of day, because my day just started out like not good, and it's just going to be that kind of day. I don't know, will you fit in there? I'm already boomed all the way back to me. Let's see what we can do there. Nothing like being in tight spots. I mean, it looks like you got tons of room until you get there. taking the truck in here. It's just too much. Just don't have the room. So I'm just taking the material out like I did the first time. It worked pretty good. I mean, I know he was just trying to get close to me and speed things up, but there's just no way. It's too tight. If these trees weren't in here, it wouldn't be a big deal. But with the trees and the lights and the turf and everything else, I got the sun blasting me in the face. When I go to load the truck, I got to look out for the tree above me, and even out here in the parking lot, I got this tree above me that, you know, these limbs on the outside here. Oh, where I want you. That's not where I want you. That's okay. Anyways, I've got these tree limbs that are overhanging the truck. I don't know. I feel like I'm complaining a bunch today. I hope I'm not. It's just, alright, it was just concrete that was up underneath the sod there, and like bridged under it. But all that concrete there just fell apart. A lot of this is just falling apart. I can't hardly grab it. Wouldn't see like that. It just literally fell apart. It's in such bad shape. Not even grabbing it hard, I'm just trying to pick it up. Can't hardly even get it picked up even. Be glad when I'm not under the trees. See, like before, I get a little tippy there stretching all the way out without that counterweight. And now it's obviously not. Let's see, what do I want to do with all these piles? Nothing, give them to somebody else. Sure, they don't want me to leave all this junk in here. It's so decayed. Almost just needed to put it in my bucket. Again, should have brought my big bucket. I guess when I'm doing tear outs, I just need to take it with me. I think I've said that every time, but I mean, what would work really good is if they had their dingo up here. They have a dingo. It'd work great for that stuff. You can bring it up and clean everything off and all that, but they don't have it with them. Saw cut that piece because it was connected. It was connected there. Otherwise, it would have broke that piece of the sidewalk. That would not have been good. They wouldn't have blamed me, but I tried to look out for his better interest. Sun's like kicking my butt. nicer loading up from the peacefulness of no tree above you. Oh, I figured that would break. Guess not. Let's see. Reposition here. So where I can grab this stuff flat maybe and throw it in Brian's truck. Stay close to home, but Leavenworth and Wyandotte County, if you're in the Kansas City area, you should know where that's at. You know, give P&R Construction a call, and I might show up on the job site with Brian. But if you need some concrete work done, he's been doing it a long time. He's good at what he does. At that point, we might, you know, I might be on the job site if we're doing a tear out. Generally, I do a lot of his tear outs with the excavator. Kind of feels like it's a lot more efficient, me ripping it out and loading the truck. Get a lot more in the truck. Behind you, you'd have some more counterweight, but that kind of shows you how much that counterweight helps. I mean, it does help. I think before the counterweight, I probably wouldn't be picking them up as easy like this and going out that far and loading them. I'd have to have my blade kind of touching the ground or pretty close to it to kind of teeter over on. Or I can put my blade behind me for some counterweight, obviously. up? Of course it is. Get a lot in the truck compared to a skid loader and a set of forks or something. Even when I can get them to kind of stack flat like this, it does pretty good. Like I can get a lot in the truck. Let's just put that in before it breaks. So I'm going to try to pick that back up. Probably wouldn't happen. Like this, I can kind of get them. A flat stack. Well, that one didn't. Went down the side. See if I can get it to pull back up. And it's that type of stuff there that Brian can't do with the skid loader. Let's see. What if I grab some of this stuff? Big chunks. There we go. That'll be better. That'll go out of there. Stuff has to come out anyway, so if I can grab it, so be it. Space in there, probably doesn't need to. the sun coming in my top window. It's not really too fun. Afraid to put much more in there, but I think I'm going to. I didn't know Brian's over there. I thought Brian was in there. He was in there. Tear out. They're going to set forms and finish cleaning everything up and all that. And I guess I'm going to head back to town. We're over on the other side of town. And I guess I'm going to go stub out a water line. And where we built that pad, I built the building pad, and then we went back and did the footings. Well, I'm going to go dig under the footing real quick. And